Good morning, Panthers. Happy Friday and happy December.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm very excited for all the holiday festivities.
Speaking of holiday festivities, join the Interact Club for a free holiday cookie decorating party on Friday, December 8th at lunch in Mr. Jane's room B20.
Cookies? Count me in.
You know, there's so many cool things going on this month. The Hands on Earth Club is starting a garden. Have you ever wondered what living an environmentally lifestyle was like? I went and spoke to Daria Zizad, a member of this very club, and learned about her sustainable lifestyle.
I'm Daria Azizad, and I'm an environmentalist.
Daria, as well as several other students on campus, has learned to incorporate several environmentally friendly practices into her lifestyle.
I think since we're in a first world country, it is more simple than it would be if we were, say, in a third world country where they don't have access to the things that we have here. For example, like we can buy reusable water bottles, we can buy solar panels and stuff like that. Meanwhile, it's not as available to people in other countries that aren't as developed industrially as the United States. So I think for us here today, it also depends on convenience and if we seek that in our lifestyles, because living an environmentally friendly life isn't as convenient as it would be otherwise, but if you really just take time to value it, it does become easier for your lifestyle overall.
Daria recently started a club with Gigi Chari called Hands on Earth, which aims to involve students with environmental issues. The club will also be working on the NPHS garden.
Starting in December, we're going to start working on the garden and planting winter vegetables so that we're making locally grown food here at our school instead of having to buy mass-produced agriculture, which also helps to decrease the amount of damage going to the environment with large-scale agriculture. For first and foremost is recycle, try composting. If you can, try to walk or bike more than you use a car. And you can also go thrift shopping or reusing clothing like that, because everything that prevents something going into a landfill is helping our environment, just very simply like that. Try to be as sustainable as you can, because we only have one environment and we probably shouldn't wreck it.
Way to take Jack Johnson's advice of reduce, reuse, recycle, Daria. Moving on, boat races is on December 14th at 3:30. There will be Jersey dogs, and the U.S. Navy will be at the event to compete with our students.
I cannot wait to see what kinds of boats everyone makes, and I cannot wait to cheer on my friends as they race across the pool. You guys should definitely check that out. It's a super cool event that should not be missed.
And now it's time for some sports updates, courtesy of Sussman Sports.
Hello Panthers, I hope everyone had a fun and relaxing Thanksgiving break and are back to reality. Tired once again. Well, do you know who's definitely not tired? Our athletes. Winter sports have begun and are off to a great start as new head coach Matt Eichinger and the boys basketball team are off to a 2-1 start, beating both Santa Clara and Vaughn within the last week. Next, girls water polo had an outstanding game against Pacifica on Tuesday, winning 17-6. Shifting on over to matchups coming soon, boys soccer will be playing tonight in their tournament against Kennedy, and girls soccer will open their season here next Monday against Royal. So make sure to stop by and support their opening night. Girls basketball will be playing Camarillo tonight, and boys basketball will be playing Royal in 2 weeks in a tournament this weekend. Now that winter sports are upon us, I've been told by a couple cross-country players that they had quite the successful season. Both boys and girls cross-country finished up the year strong, boys ranking 8th in CIS and girls coming in 15th. Now to really commemorate how amazing these teams did, reporter Allison Martinez sat down with junior Ethan Ronk to get an inside look on his season and many accomplishments.
I started running cross country in 7th grade. My mom introduced me to it. She used to run in high school and college, and so she thought it would be fun for me to try, and I ended up trying it. I hated it at first, but by the time I got into high school, it was a lot of fun. So freshman year, I was freshman runner of the year for Ventura County, and then sophomore year, I was sophomore runner of the county for Ventura. And then so far this year, I've set the junior record at the Woodbridge Invite, and I've also set the junior record at the Clovis Invite. Honestly, I think the balance is mostly luck. I think for the most part it just happens to work out, and then every once in a while there are like specific scheduling things that do conflict, and like sometimes it kind of sucks. Like I had to miss homecoming this year for the Woodbridge invite, but that turned out in my favor anyways. So it's a hard balance, but it works out in the end. I've learned a lot more from cross country than just running. Marty Maciel is probably the most inspirational people I've ever met. He's just taught me a lot of great things. Words of advice for aspiring cross-country runners, I'd probably just have to say keep running, and as much as sometimes it may hurt and it may suck, as long as you just keep running and you listen to your coaches, everything will work out and it will be totally worth it. So this year we are currently ranked number 7 in Division I for the entire state of California. We're coming off our first year of making state was last year, and we're trying to go back to state this year. We're trying to make it to nationals, and we have a really great team this year. We have sophomore Jace Ashburner, who's running phenomenal, one of the best sophomores in the state. We have senior Nathaniel Garner, who's helping lead our team, incredible athlete, and we just have a great team of runners this year.
Thanks, JSUS, you're everyone's favorite sports guy. Hey Panthers, the blood drive is on Tuesday, December 5th from 8:15 to 1:15 p.m. Make sure you sign up for a time at the office counter and bring back your permission slip signed by both you and your parents. Save a life, donate blood, it's all for a great cause.
Hey Caitlin, here's a riddle. What's something you use every day but don't really know what it is?
I have no idea.
Well, the answer is computer science. Frank recently took a look into the AP Computer Science program to tell us what it's all about.
Smartphones, cars, credit cards, all things we use every day, and all things that use computer science. But how many of us really know what that is? I went to go talk to Mr. Kick to find out a little bit more about the AP Computer Science Principles class. Let's see what he had to say.
So computer science principles didn't exist 10 years ago when people started seeing a large concern about the number of jobs projected for 2020 that require people to program, and that's over 600,000 jobs. So that gap was addressed by a group of people who got together about 8 years ago, professors from all over the country, and said we need to do something about computer science education, and in particular we need to make a course that's more inspiring to have people come into computer science and draw a much more diverse population.
I was kind of scared at first because computer's a little scary, and I thought it was gonna be really hard, really technical. It's really not scary, and it's really interesting and it's really exciting. And I've never been a computer person, but I've really enjoyed being in here and learning about computers, because there's a lot of stuff that I should know that I didn't know. Computers are really important, and they're becoming even more important. So I think it's really good that this class exists and that people are here learning about computers and also critical thinking and that kind of stuff.
Being a sophomore in an AP Computer Science class is really fun. And it's different than any other class that you would take, especially in a sophomore year. I have mostly fun in it, and there are some hard workloads, but it's not too much, and I think overall it's a very fun class to take. But basically whatever you come up with, you can code.
Computer science principles allow students to actually create new things. It allows them to take their interests and create computational artifacts associated with those interests. It allows students to merge where they want to go in the future with the skills that are associated with computer science, so they can be more effective at what they are already passionate about.
If you're interested in computer science, talk to your counselor to figure out how you can get involved with this awesome program. Up next, Kylie recently met with photographer Max Clark and covered a wide range of topics like his recent trip to Africa. Let's take another look at some awesome photography.
I'm Max Clark, I'm a junior and I love photography. This summer I went to Africa and climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, and I got to go to the Serengeti and see a lot of cool animals like lions. I've traveled a lot of places with my camera, and one place I'd like to go to is Machu Picchu. Traveling's helped my photography a lot because I wouldn't have been able to take the pictures I have. I love photography because it's my creative outlet. My advice for anybody who wants to do photography is to take any opportunity to travel and bring your camera along.
Dang, those are some incredible pictures. What a talented guy.
I second that. That is some serious talent. Well, that's all we have for today, folks.
Have a great first day of December. I'm Noah Verov.
And I'm Caitlin Henderson. Have a great weekend, Panthers. We'll see you next time.